Nigel Farage is calling out Angela Rayner over her spreading misinformation about the Southport terrorist attack. She owes him and every single legal British citizen in this country an apology right now. Hey up everyone and welcome to Political Nerds. I'm Steph the Alter Nerd, your nerdy political guide from Washington DC to Westminster and beyond. In today's video, I'm going to discuss how Nigel Farage has sent Angela Rayner a scathing letter, which he's made public on his Twitter account, demanding that she apologise for, allegedly, I've got to say that, spreading misinformation about the Southport terrorist attack. Now, do your own research, come to your own conclusions. And as a disclaimer, I'm not inciting hatred to anyone or a particular group, religion, etc. So, let's jump into it with this. Nigel Farage's tweet. He links it to the copy of the letter that he shared with everyone that he sent to Angela Rayner, and he says the following: I questioned whether the Southport attacker was known to authorities and linked to terrorism. Our Deputy Prime Minister accused me of stoking up conspiracy theories. The time has come for Angela Rayner to apologise, and I agree. Now, first and foremost, do I believe that she spread misinformation about the Southport terrorist attack? Oh, hell yeah, I really, really do. And as we go into Nigel Farage's letter here, oh, it's so clear to me that she definitely needs to apologise for spreading misinformation about the Southport terrorist attack. And so here is the letter in question, dated the 23rd of January 2025. As you'll no doubt be aware, Axel Rudakabana, the suspect in the horrific murders in Southport, or as I would say, the terrorist that committed the terror attack in Southport, has pled guilty to all charges put to him, including under Section 58 of the Terrorism Act 2000. Additionally, we know now that the Prime Minister was made aware of his terror links, but decided to conceal this information from the public. So this is a thing, right? It's not only the Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner, that owes us an apology for misleading us, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, but Keir needs to apologise to us as well, immediately, now. And so here Nigel Farage goes on to write, shortly after the brutal attack, I questioned whether the public was being told the truth and whether this was, in fact, a terror incident, even when the police stated that it wasn't. I stated, quote, I just wonder whether the truth is being withheld from us. I don't know the answer to that, but I think it is a fair and legitimate question. What I do know is something is going horribly wrong at our once beautiful country. In response to my comments, you stated that, quote, so this is now Angela Rayner responding to Nigel Farage a few months ago, and he's quoting her on this. So he quoted her saying this: he, Nigel Farage, must understand that you have a level of responsibility. You're a community leader. You're elected to represent your constituency. And therefore, you have a level of responsibility with that. And it's not to stoke up what conspiracy theories or what you think might have happened or lean into what you think. So, in other words, Angela Rayner tries to desensitize Nigel Farage's question or Nigel Farage's statement prior to her response. And she's trying to also delegitimize him as well, saying, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just falling into the trap of the tinfoil hat brigade, the conspiracy theories, leaning into what you think, but you don't know everything. So shut your trap. Yeah, since then, we don't know the full truth of what happened in the Southport terror attack. I fear it will never all come out, when it should do, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. But the bits that we do know that have trickled out, oh my goodness, it's horrific what the government has tried to conceal from us, the British public. The whole government, Angela Rayner, Keir Starmer, the police force, the authorities, they owe us an apology immediately, right now. Because anyone that turned round at the time and said, oh, what happened at Southport was a terror attack, he was a terrorist, this, that and the other, the government slammed you for it. They turned round and they said, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, my interpretation of their response, you're lying. You're lying, you're spreading misinformation, you're fueling the conspiracy theories, you're joining the tinfoil hat brigade. Simmer down, settle down, shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about, you don't know the truth. Well, guess what? All along we freaking knew the truth. We knew that Southport was a terror attack. And the fact that the mainstream media and still some of the politicians to this day are not describing the Southport horrific incident as a terror attack is beyond me. It's beyond me. Especially when it transpires through court that A, he was done for actually having ricin, and B, that he had this Al-Qaeda manual situation going on in his possession. So how is this not being universally described as a terrorist attack? How is it not? It's amazing how the politicians and the mainstream media are still trying to desensitize this Southport terrorist attack. It's insane to me. More people are getting wound up. More people are getting angry about this because A, they're desensitizing it, as I've just explained to you, and B, they're still trying to keep the truth away from us. We deserve to know the truth. It's as simple as that. There is a cover-up going on here, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And it's absolutely disgusting. And the first two people that need to apologise to the British public right now in spreading misinformation about the Southport terrorist attack, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is A, two-tier Keir, and B, Angela Rayner. Which is what here Nigel Farage is calling for. And so here he writes below, I'm writing to ask you to apologise, not to me, but to the millions of Britons that you deliberately misled in choosing such an inappropriate moment to spread misinformation. I do think she owes him an apology as well. Totally. He then writes, by choosing to make such nakedly political points at a time of national vulnerability, you undoubtedly contributed to the civil unrest that ensued. Yes! Because part of the civil unrest was we smelt the cover-up. We could smell it a freaking mile off. We could see that somehow the government was keeping things away from us, were working against us. And when you've got three little angels involved, they're absolutely slaughtered by this monster, and many others maimed. The government trying to keep information from us about it all, misleading us, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, lying to us, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Yeah, damn right, they contributed to the civil unrest that then happened. Or as I like to call them, protests. It was a protest last year. And so he then writes, as Deputy Prime Minister of this country, you have a duty to respond responsibly and not, ironically, create fake news by criticising others for stirring up fake news when they have done no such thing. I've no doubt that you'd like to take this opportunity to correct the record. Yours, Nigel Farage, MP. Unfortunately, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one whatsoever. But if anyone is under any illusions, dispel them right now. We have a government, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that is supposed to work for the people, but they're not. They're working against us. Earlier on, I released a video a couple of hours ago on this channel where it looks like Keir Starmer is trying to reverse Brexit and has plans in place to actually do so. Well, that's working against us because we had a referendum and we voted to get out of the EU and stay out. It looks like Keir Starmer's not got the freaking message. Here, we have something similar where the government is not actually acting for us, but is acting against us by not giving us the truth about the Southport terrorist attack. They were spreading, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, misinformation to try and shut us all down. The people that was actually spouting off information that ended up to be true anyway in the first place. Absolutely insane. So yeah, based on what Nigel Farage has said in that letter right there, I do believe that Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer and the rest of that slimeball Labour government owe us an apology right now. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course, there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here on Political Nerds. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Appreciate your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.